there's a rookie mistake you can make when you're learning a marimba solo for an audition, like an upcoming college audition or summer festival audition. I want to help you avoid that rookie mistake and help you figure out how to make your marimba solo stand out. I know how fun marimba solos are. When I was in high school, I was learning Etude Number 2 by Paul Smadbeck, and that is a super dense, fast piece with lots of flourishes and interesting patterns. You're always working on, what order your sticks are going to go in and how to set them up in order to just play all the notes. And when you're preparing something for a college audition, it's easy to choose a complex marimba piece that's fun because of just playing all the notes at the right time in the right place. And it's easy to just work on accuracy. But the thing is, the judges are listening to one level above that. They're listening to musicality. And it's hard to figure out how to integrate musicality into your 4-mallet marimba solo. So today I want to talk about how to practice your marimba solo in order to make it stand out and to make it more musical and to give yourself an advantage at your college audition. If you're practicing for college auditions and you're thinking about your program and stuff, I have a full guide to preparing for college auditions, including a checklist that details and outlines exactly what you should be working on in each part of the year getting ready for your college auditions. And that's at robknopper.com/college auditions. And if you like the videos, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Here's why this is an easy mistake to make. When you're bringing down your mallets, there's so many thoughts going through your head. Left hand, the outer mallet has to hit the exact perfect place on the G sharp, and you have to remember not to have the interval too small in your left hand, and your right hand is playing a perfect fourth. It just takes a lot of thoughts and short-term things to remember as you're playing note to note, just to play all the notes in the right place. And it's easy to forget about some of the musical things that you need in those notes. Essentially, it's a multitasking issue. Can you think about accuracy and tone and voicing and phrasing all at the same time? And so I'll talk about those three things quickly, and then at the end I'll talk about kind of how to work on this and how to work on multitasking as you're practicing your marimba solo. So phrasing, I talked a little bit about this in the last video. Basically, as you're playing, you're not just playing the notes in their dynamics. You're choosing a journey, you're choosing a story that you're telling along the way that the notes are just a part of. So you're kind of thinking of what line you want to outline. You're always either growing or relaxing. You're choosing climax notes. What is the most important point in the whole 8-bar phrase or 16-bar phrase? And to talk about learning 4-mallet pieces, I learned the chorale, the 4-mallet chorale that Juilliard pre-screening asks for. And that is called Wer nur den Lieben Gott lässt walten. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. And it's by Neumark, George Neumark. So anyway, this is a perfect example of a 4-mallet piece where there's a lot going on, a lot to deal with, that it's hard to sometimes think about some of these other aspects. So I'll use this piece to show examples, but then if you want to watch the full piece, you can go to the other video that's on my channel today as well. The second thing is voicing. Playing 4 notes at a time, or even 2 notes at a time, you have to think about which notes are louder than the other. Are you bringing out the melody? Are you bringing out the bass line? Is there some moving inner line that you have to bring out? The point is this: when the judge is listening to you, what do you want them to be focusing on? What do you want their attention to go to? You can choose sort of what they focus on by bringing out certain notes. Again, you're affecting the experience of the listener by choosing how loud each note is compared to the other. The third thing is tone. I mean, when your hands are going down and you're bringing the mallets down to that next note, there's so many things to think about that you're lucky if your sticks just end up hitting the right notes. So it's easy to jab, and it's easy to hit the notes with the wrong kind of touch. Tone is super important. So you want to sort of explore the extreme relaxed end, and then if you're getting more intense on purpose in your tone, then you want it to be because there's something intense happening in the music. So in general, you want to have fluid, relaxed, bouncing strokes that aren't jabs, that aren't shorter and more staccato than they have to be, which is kind of the tendency if you're not thinking about it. So how do you work on all of these things at once? Think about all of the judges who will be listening to you, the 3 or 4 percussionists at the college. Each of their stream of consciousnesses will be kind of focusing in on different things. One person will be listening to your tone, another person will be listening to your phrase, another person will be listening to the voicing, another person will be listening to the accuracy, and they'll be going back and forth, each one. Whenever somebody focuses in on one of those, you want to make sure that it is excellent and completely ready for them to say, oh yes, I approve of that, and then they kind of check it off in their mind. Your mind works the same way. As you're working on the pieces, you want to go through this checklist of sort of working out the tone, working out the voicing, working out the phrasing. You can do that more easily by only working on a small section at once. The fewer notes you play, the more details you can think about them. When you're going through that checklist, chances are you'll work on the tone, and then you'll work on the phrasing, and the tone will suffer. So you want to make sure when you get to the end of that checklist and you're continuing to repeat that small section, jump back to the beginning of that checklist, work through it as many times as it takes until you're addressing all of the issues that you want to be addressing. These are things that you need to work on right at the beginning of learning the notes so that they become a part of your muscle memory and they're a basic part of how your hands move and how you play. Otherwise, if you just learn the notes first and then try to adjust the tone and phrasing and stuff later, when you get nervous or anything like that, you're gonna default back to the original way you learned the piece, which was just only thinking about the notes. So those are some thoughts about how to learn your 4-mallet piece in order to become more attractive to the committee. Again, the website, if you're working on college auditions, is robknopper.com/college auditions. And I would love for you to download that checklist so that you can stay on track with your auditions, and also let me know what pieces you're doing. I would love to help you out by learning some of those pieces and doing little training videos about them. I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for watching.